What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for being a part of my channel. Don't forget to like the video, share, subscribe, leave comments. I'm not accepting personals from anybody outside of Patreon, but if you want to go over there and join us, you should definitely look in the description box below. I will have options periodically of ways to book, but as of right now, it's closed to YouTube. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump into the reading for you guys. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for being a part of my channel. I really and truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. We're going to go ahead and jump straight into the energy surrounding you in this time, what you need to know, what you need to be aware of, and what you can expect. I wanted to do a spread, but then I got bored when I was looking through spreads. So we're just going to see what comes out. All right, y'all? All right, so let's look and see what the energy is looking like in your environment. Something is coming back on. Something is back on. I keep getting something about something being on. Something's back on. Okay, maybe something that was previously canceled that you might have been really excited about is now coming back around. Okay, so this is good energy, positive energy around you. The sun, okay? Yeah, like I feel like there's something I'm getting. The sun will come out tomorrow. Okay, so there may have been something that you were looking into planning that maybe you had gotten like a no, or some kind of stop, or some kind of obstacle was put in your way. Like I see the sun is crying. Okay, there's a tear coming out of its eye. I feel like there is something that is being restarted. Okay. I feel like this is something that you would definitely be excited about. It's like you were excited about it to begin with, but then something came up that it was either going to be delayed, or there was something about, I don't know, maybe not enough interest in a situation, or not enough people signed off on something. There's something about maybe you needed other people to be on board with a specific thing before you could go through with it. And I feel like there's something about the level of cooperation that was going on. It wasn't there. All right. There's something that's coming in or being made known to you, whether this is literally like I'm getting messages coming in. You may be getting physical messages, phone calls, text messages, emails, things of that nature in regards to something being reinstated. Okay. The environment is looking very positive. Yes, very positive. Look, it feels like, look at it, the sun, and then it looks like this person's holding the sun. It says the storyteller, the hermit. Okay, so you may legitimately have a Leo or a Virgo communicating with you in this next 24 hours about something that is incredibly positive. This is showing you that you have more control over a situation than you had originally thought you did. Okay, so I feel like there's something about it's almost like you have willed something to happen. I feel like you had gotten incredibly excited about a situation going through, or some kind of event planning. Like if there was an event that you thought was falling through, you were super excited. You prepared. You did all of the things. You got everything ready for, I don't know if this is a presentation. Okay, it's going to go off without a hitch, I guess is what you need to know. There's something that may have, been presented to you, making you think that something wasn't going to go through, or that you weren't going to, I heard for some of you, maybe you were worried you weren't going to have enough money for a specific event, a specific hobby, or something that you're wanting to get off the ground. I see, like, there's something about a last minute change that it's almost like you've manifested this, okay? So for some of you, you may have, been praying, or communicating with your guides, your ancestors, about something that you really wanted, okay? They were very aware, or they're very aware of how much you truly want something, and they're shifting things behind the scenes to make something come through for you. It's like I'm hearing, don't you worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. Okay, so for some of you, I guess you needed to know that. All right, so I feel like there's specifically a plan or an event. I heard party planning. So for some of you, this could have been like an event that you were wanting to plan. All right. And you may have thought that, it was going to fall through. You wouldn't have enough people to come, sign off, join, something of that nature. You're going to be getting some kind of news in this next 24 hours that's very positive. Okay. And I almost feel like it may make you shed like a tear because of how happy you are. Okay, it's giving immense happiness, specifically because I feel you may have gotten your hopes up, and then you're like, you. It kind of, this is gonna sound a little bit dramatic, but you felt like your dreams were dashed. Okay, your dreams were dashed because you got your hopes up. There's something that's coming back around that is. It's almost like a fake out situation. Like you thought that you weren't going to get this, okay? You may have felt, almost devastated because of something being canceled, something not being able to go through. But there's something that your gods are wanting to gift you with, all right? So I guess I need to let you know that. Don't get too worked up about something that you thought was going to be pushed back or you thought was going to be canceled. I feel like it's still going to go through. There's something that's still going to go through for you. Okay, what do they need to know? What else do they need to know? Yeah, changes. There's changes happening behind the scenes in order to make something go through. All right? Okay, other news. I feel like for some of you, you may have had a situation with someone who you would consider a partner, someone who you have, a lot of feelings for. If there was something like, I don't know, like a wedding or engagement that was called off, I feel like you're going to be hearing about some kind of good change that's coming in with a specific love dynamic, love partnership, okay? I feel like look, that's what they're talking about, okay? So there may have been an engagement that was previously called off because of certain actions that I feel like it would be the masculine, okay, that a masculine had participated in, or something that, this masculine had done that had affected some kind of connection or partnership. I see that this masculine is actively doing things in order to shift the dynamic between him and his chick, okay? I feel like if this is either you or talking about somebody connected to you. Y'all already know how they tell me stuff, okay? I feel like there is a situation that's going to be taking place in this next 24 hours, or you're going to be hearing about it, where there's a wedding or yeah, it's a wedding, okay? A wedding that's back on, okay? This would have been something that was called off, or maybe there was like this huge fight that's taken place between two, people that are in a relationship, and I feel that there may have been some distance or detachment in regards to emotions in this connection or partnership. I feel like there's something that's being healed, it's being restarted, it's being revamped, okay? The wedding is back on. So you may be getting some news about somebody, who was engaged, or there's something about a set engagement that was supposed to take off, but it didn't go through, or maybe, it was something that was going to be canceled. It's back on again, all right? I feel like this will be good news, okay? I feel like there is a masculine who's coming through to offer a feminine energy, some form of commitment, all right? I feel like there's somebody here that possibly needed some time or some space in order to get their thoughts together, to truly think on what they truly want. Is this what they want? Is this legitimately going to be, the end-all, be-all type situation, okay? I feel like there is a masculine who has definitely, I feel like the tone has been set. There's a masculine who may have been forced to detach, okay, because of some kind of action or behavior that was not pleasing to his person, all right? It was definitely made, everything was put out into the open to be looked at, to be observed, but I feel like there's something about people coming together to work on an issue or dilemma to get things back on track, okay? To get things up and running, okay? There's something about a period of separation between two individuals that is now, like, there's a gap that is being bridged, okay? There's something about a coming together and positive changes happening in a relationship, all right? For those of you who are actually in this dynamic with a specific person, okay, they are going to be offering you something. I don't feel like it's going to be a, major grand gesture, but I feel like there's something that is going to be brought up for discussion on how you can mend this partnership, how things can get back on track and to be like they were before. Okay, I feel like there's something that a masculine is needing to do. Maybe it's the female that's over here. I say female. The feminine energy doesn't necessarily have to be a female. Okay, but typically. All right. So the feminine energy is kind of sitting and waiting, trying to see what this person's next actions are. I see the masculine energy is the one who's going to be coming in, offering up some kind of change. I feel like there is... I said it's not going to be a big one. It may actually be a big one. It's something that this person can do. The action that this person's going to be coming in with is going to be, I guess, giving you what you want. For some of you, I feel like there was a situation going on where maybe there was a disagreement about children, okay? Whether this is having children, adopting children, or somebody just acting like a child, okay? I feel like there's a situation that's being brought up to be addressed in this next 24 hours in order to get a relationship back on track, okay? I feel like it's something that this masculine is, if this masculine is going to be giving the feminine energy what they want. It's really what it looks like, okay? Grand gestures, a token of their love. I feel like it's like this masculine knows what this feminine wants. And I feel that maybe the masculine, you know, was a little bit childish previously on how they were going to be bringing, you know, what they wanted. I feel like it's not just being childish. I feel like it's like kind of like selfish energy. All right? I'm not saying the feminine isn't selfish too, but I feel like there's something about needing to think things through, needing to be more thoughtful, and getting on task with what their love language is, okay? I feel like there is something that's also going to be shifting in this way. I feel like there was somebody here who was operating their love connections in a kind of immature type way. There's something about a relationship needing to hit another level of maturity, and I feel like the feminine energy may have kind of set certain boundaries or what they expect out of a relationship or partnership, okay? I definitely see that the masculine may have detached, because I'm seeing this on the bottom, yeah, they detached, felt secluded, felt isolated because of this detachment. But I feel like this is actually something that was necessary for the masculine to actually be forced to look at what is actually going on, what the actual issue is. Okay, I feel like, yeah, somebody's having a changed perception of a situation involving a relationship in this next 24 hours. For those of you who are in this relationship, if you are wanting to know how this person is viewing y'all's dynamic, y'all's situation, they do not like being alone. Whoever this is, they don't like being alone. They do not like it when y'all are not talking. They have a serious issue with this, and they want this to change. They want something to change between you and them. They want things to be back the way that they were, and they know that for something to change, they're going to have to put in, they feel like they're going to have to be more thoughtful or put in more creativity into the way that they show up in a relationship with you, okay? I feel like it's being more thoughtful. I feel like you may have been in a connection with somebody who may have thought that they were giving everything that they could to a relationship or going above and beyond. I feel like there were certain things, there may have been a discussion that was a little bit emotional, or maybe you felt, somebody felt emotional in this conversation that took place between you and your person, okay? And I feel like this may be why you thought something was going to be called off, or it was called off, okay? I feel like, and if y'all are married, if there's something going on with the marriage, y'all, there may have been somebody here talking about calling it quits, okay? It just depends on, you know, who this is for. But I definitely get that there is something that's being communicated in this next 24 hours that is bringing life back into a connection, back into a partnership where somebody may have thought that, I don't know, it was either over or something wasn't going to, you weren't going to be continuing to connect with this person, okay? There's something that's being revitalized in a partnership or connection because somebody's kind of waking up to either what life would be like alone, or I just get somebody don't want to be alone, okay? And I also started hearing, I don't want to be a player no more. So I feel like the masculine may have gotten caught up in some, you know, some games, some treachery, and this person is actually wanting to change the way that they show up in this connection.